Hey guys, I'm Dupree, and today I'm going to take you through one of my practice sessions on my new Rasson Ox pool table. Now, this is wildly different from my last table. This is a 9-foot table, very, very small pockets, and this is my first big practice session, so don't expect it to be too pretty. It's definitely got some mistakes in it. This is about half of one of my normal practice sessions. I just run a few extra drills after, but I felt like that would get kind of repetitive, and this is a long video as it is. So this first drill here, you just throw 15 balls out on the table, run them in whatever order. It's just to get your arm warmed up. You're not necessarily focused on position play. We're not really thinking 3 balls ahead in this situation. We're just trying to make balls get warmed up. So this shot that I'm about to play here, there's actually a coffee table on the ground right next to me. That's why you see me looking down and trying to stand weird on it. And also that wall is kind of blocking me from my full stroke. So we're not going to really be concerned about shots. Also on the right of the table there's a wall there. So anytime I shoot over there I'm going to have to jack my cue up like 70 degrees to be able to hit the shot. So we're not too concerned about those because we know in an actual match situation that's not going to be an issue, hopefully. So just don't really worry about those too much. Okay, and so as we finish out running this drill, we're going to move on to the next one, which is half table pattern play. Just throw 3 balls out on the table. I think this one, it just happens to be the 1, 2, and the 3. It definitely doesn't have to be. We just got a little lucky where the balls were. But the goal is to keep the cue ball on half of the table. So I think one time I let it go free after the last ball. But the goal is just to use half of the table. You're supposed to pick which pocket you're going to make the balls in before you shoot the first ball. Just mentally make a note of where you're going to shoot the balls. If you get out of line, restart. The goal is to follow your initial plan, not plan B. I think if I ever miss a ball or if I barely make a ball, that last shot I should have realistically shot it more times because I'm not too happy reviewing this. I'm not too happy how that ball went in. But if you miss a ball, just make it until you're comfortable. So just set up the shot again and keep shooting it until you make it more often. And that shot seems to be a problem for me. So next practice session, I'll definitely look at those. And I also left myself pretty bad here, and this is the part where I let the cue ball go across the table. Not sure if I count this as a make or not, since my cue ball went up the table. Technically shouldn't be, but it's the last ball, so it doesn't really matter too much. But I try to do this about 3 times, and then I will move on to full table. Okay, so this practice session's mainly focused towards a tournament I have coming up called the U.S. Junior Classic, and there's a one pocket event there. One pocket is not my game. I never play one pocket, but I'm signed up for it, so I might as well practice it a bit. So I'm just running these three balls, not necessarily in order, but all to the same pocket. And I think I do three of these as well. And I try to keep the cue ball on the half table, but it doesn't really matter in this drill. Okay, so one of my worst shots in one pocket is that really slow bank, just trying to leave the ball in the pocket or barely make the ball. So that's why you see me put that 8 ball there, and I actually messed up position really bad on this. So I believe I missed this ball, but that 8 ball is there. I put it there on purpose, so I would have to bank it. So just a little note there. Okay, so just a warning right here. I'm about to shoot a really bad position shot, and I'm trying to draw back, I think, 4 rails. I know the right shot was just to play up and down, but I wanted to try to get a little fancy and see what would happen. Obviously not the best shot, so just ignore that one. Okay, so we are done with half table pattern play, and now we're moving on to full table. And a lot of people, when they're practicing pattern play, throw 9 balls out there and just shoot. I think that's really bad, because you're not really building up. 3 balls is really the base of where you need to be focusing, because in a match you're always focusing 3 balls ahead, never 9 balls ahead. You might have a plan for all 9 balls, but you're not thinking about the 8 ball as you're shooting the 1 ball. You're thinking about the 3 ball. So 3 ball pattern play, I think, is the best drill just to get warmed up on a table, and get ready for a match. Now, whenever you see me taking a break like this, I'm actually screwing on the extension to my cue so I can reach the shot. Something different I'm having to face with having a 9-foot table now. So if you ever see me over there, that's what I'm doing. Okay, so now we're moving on to 4 balls, and I feel satisfied with my 3-ball runouts. Usually I try to complete about 3. I'm not really sure how many I did here. I'm pretty sure I completed 3. But I try to complete 3 of each little pattern play drill. Not just do 3, but complete 3. I think it's really good to focus on doing something correctly rather than just trying to do it. Now on this shot, position is pretty easy because I would normally just play the 7-ball into the top left corner. But you see me here thinking I have that wall that I previously mentioned on the right, and I was trying to think whether to play it like that or not because I know I was not going to be able to shoot it properly. So I just attempted to, and I think I missed it. Yeah, so I'm not really too focused about that. But if you ever see me stop to debate what seems like an easy shot over on that side of the table, that's what's happening. Okay, so here we're just moving from 4 balls to 5 balls because I'm satisfied with my 4-ball runouts. I think we moved from 5 to 9 actually. If I have more time, I think I was doing this at about 11 p.m. So if I had started earlier, I would go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But I think I jumped from 5 to 9 here. But you can do it either way you'd like. So for this 9-ball run out, I'm just going to walk you through what I was doing or what I was trying to do. So easy little position shot here. However, I did mess up and got on the wrong side of the 2-ball. And so you see me here debating how I should play it. So I decided just to take the cut on the 3, but when I walked around and looked at it, the bank looked pretty dead straight on. But I actually missed it by a good amount. So you saw I got good on the 4-ball, but I just missed the bank on the 3-ball. If I hit it a bit slower, I think I would have been good and I would have made it. So we're just going to restart here. We're going to try to get good position on the 2. I think I just either stop the cue ball, roll it forward just a little bit. There we go. And this one I was actually trying to bring back, but I got 2 straight in again. So something's not working for me on the 2 ball. Tried to force a bit too much angle to get down there for the 3. Ended up missing the 2 ball. So one of my big problems right now with my game is frustration whenever I miss easy stuff. So just trying to stay focused when I'm playing. So it's good that I missed a couple easy shots, build up my mental game. So that was just a quick little roll-in shot, and this was top left, and I actually got dead blocked on the 4, so I have to kick at this. So you see me measuring that here with my fingers, seeing where I need to hit that rail to make that 3 ball, and I don't believe I could see where I needed to hit there, so I missed that one. So we're having a lot of issues with our 1, 2, and 3, and that's why we do a lot of 3-ball pattern play. Because it's not often that you see people mess up on the 7, 8, 9, but it's on the 1, 2, and 3 where things are the hardest. Okay, so here, we're just going to bring this ball back a little bit to have a little bit of an angle on this too. It's too much angle, but I believe we still get it done here. A little bit of top left spin. Bring our cue ball to the other side of the table. Pretty straight in on the 3-ball. I think we finally get past the 3-ball here. For me personally, the 1, 2, and 3 are the most difficult balls of the rack. It just seems like that way to me. This one I think I tried to play. Yeah, I had a little bit of an angle, top left spin, bring it out for the 5. This is actually a pretty good shot in my opinion. So I tried to run into the 8-ball here off the 5 just to kill the speed of the cue ball. I played it pretty well. Now this one is another one where I would roll up and play that 7 into the top right corner, but again that's that wall there. So I'm actually going to play this with a lot of draw and bring our cue ball back. Main problem with that was avoiding the 8-ball. But you see we managed to barely just do that. So normally I would play that to the top right and float out for the 8-ball, but I had to play it like that because of that obstruction. Just a little normal shot. And this shot, we actually got very lucky. I was trying to play off of 2 rails, and I put too much side spin, and hit it at the perfect speed to be able to play it 2 rails, but towards the wrong side of the ball. So I'm going to admit luck when I get it. See me shrug it off there. And then 9-ball into the corner. Okay, so you heard me say earlier that I was struggling with those slow banks, those slow cross-corner banks when I'm playing 1 pocket. So here I just throw out 5 balls, and I'm just attempting different angles at that slow cross-corner bank. So it doesn't have to be slow cross-corner banks for you. So after I run out 9-ball, I usually focus on my shots that I'm struggling with recently. So it could be just a certain position shot, it could be just a certain shot in general, and this one just happens to be bank shots. Since I got a new table, plays differently than my last one, so my bank shots aren't really on point yet. So that's what I'm trying to figure out here. So this drill, I think everyone should shoot this. Just a really long straight in shot, 9-foot table, tough pockets. First one, we're trying to stop the cue ball right there. There it is. And then the next one, it's a bit tougher. We're actually trying to follow the cue ball into the pocket. So top spin, hitting it a bit slowly. It's a lot harder to make the ball here. So after we do that, you see me emptying the pockets here because we are about to attempt a long draw shot. So I'm trying to draw the cue ball back. And ideally, I would like it to draw back into the corner pocket. But I'm just trying to get that draw all the way back to where I start. So just make the ball bring the cue ball back. It's very hard to get the straight in shot where if you hit it dead straight in, the cue ball automatically comes back to the pocket. So if I make the ball with this amount of draw, I know that I shot straight, especially with these pockets. So we're just trying to make that ball and bring the cue ball back. So here I'm going to do the same drill that I did with the cross corner banks, but with these side pocket banks. Just have been struggling with banks just in general since I got this new table, just because I don't know exactly how the rails play yet. So shots that I think would have gone in on my other table don't go in on this one. But I definitely love this table way more than my other table, much more professional table. And I have to thank the Billiard Factory for this awesome table. So this is the Rasson Ox pool table, and it is brand new. This is the 5th model, I think, the 5th one ever released. 4 went to Moscone Cup, 1 came to me, and there's one person I have to thank for that, and that is the Billiard Factory. So go and check them out, link in the description, billiardfactory.com, for all of your billiard supplies. Sell more than tables, you got cue accessories, we got things for the entire family. Just to make pool just generally a more fun family sport. So definitely go check them out. Wouldn't be making videos right now without them. So this marks the end of this first half of the practice session. If you would like to see the second half, let me know down in the comment section below. If you like this general type of video, make sure you click the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's see if we can hit 130,000 subscribers by January 1st, 2020. Again, I'd like to thank the Billiard Factory. Link down in the description below for this awesome table. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.